How's it going, everyone? It is me, Lone, and today we're just doing a quick Fallout 76 video because I've worked myself ragged with daily Fallout 76 content. I've gotten barely any sleep. Yesterday I was up for 24 hours doing stuff and getting that deep analysis out. So I apologize for doing a much quicker video today, but I really need to get some sleep, otherwise I might have a breakdown, honestly. But I do want to talk about the interview that Todd Howard did with Geoff Keighley on YouTube Live at E3, because it shed some interesting information about Fallout 76, and I want to run through the main points really quickly that at least I discerned, and then I want to talk about one point in particular, which I've titled this video as, because I think it's really interesting. So let's get to those main points right now. So first, it was confirmed that Fallout 76 was not playable at E3. This is a game that you cannot play offline, as it's always online. Even if you're playing solo doing quests, you can still see other players, and you can also interact with them. There is also a quest line too. There are no NPCs because every character you see is a real person. They still want to determine whether there's always PvP. They don't want griefing, but they still want some drama. Todd Howard and the team is still balancing the incentives for those who want to be aggressive and those who want to just play solo. VATS is also still there, but now it's in real time rather than slowed down, because this wouldn't be possible in a multiplayer online experience. But you can still target body parts like you can with regular VATS. Todd even suggested that you can craft your character's skills and abilities so that they are better and more proficient with VATS. Todd Howard confirmed that this is very much a games as a service. There's a lot already in it, but once they determine what players actually like, they're going to want to keep adding stuff in. And Todd also confirmed, unfortunately, that currently there is no plans for a Fallout 3 remaster. So those are the big main points. I would love to get your thoughts about them in the comments below. But the one that I really want to talk about in this video is what Todd Howard said about modding and private servers. And I want to read my notes right now just so I don't stuff it up, okay? So Todd Howard said that they love mods, and they are 100% committed to doing it in 76, but just not at launch. They want the game to run well first. So some period after, they will be launching a service where you can have your own private world and mod it. Have your own private world and mod it. So obviously not at launch. Obviously at launch with Fallout 76, it's always online, so when you play it, you're probably bound to see other players, even though it's a big map and I think there's up to 12 other people. I haven't seen confirmation about that because Todd said you can play with dozens of people. It could be maybe 12 to 24, I don't know. I think for now we can say at least there will be up to 12 people in one kind of world of West Virginia at any one time. But at least when we're looking at down the track, whenever this new service is launched, there will be some sort of ability to have your own private server and also be able to mod that server with hopefully external mods, but presumably as well there will be Creation Club mods. But this got me thinking, if it's a private server, obviously it's still technically online, as people would be able to join your game and you'll be able to play Fallout 76 as a modded experience. But if there is the ability to start your own private server, wouldn't this also mean that you could technically play offline? For instance, I have my own Minecraft Realms server, right? And I've set it up and I've invited people to be able to join. But I can play that server on my own. Just because it's an online server doesn't mean I can't play it solo without there being anyone else in the world. So when it comes to Fallout 76 and how Todd said that later on you'll be able to have your own private servers in the game, does this mean that effectively you'll be able to play like you would in an offline game? Now mind you, there still won't be NPCs. That's clearly not the direction that they're going with in Fallout 76. But I'm trying to just interpret what Todd said about having private servers, because how else would it work? I mean, if you can choose who to invite to your own private server and you can choose which mods that you want to have in that server, then presumably by implication you can play on your own. Am I stretching that too much? Like, am I making sense in what I'm saying? Or am I just, completely sleep deprived, because that could be it as well. But I genuinely do think that once this service comes later on, you'll be able to have your own server, like with Minecraft Realms, and mod it and play on your own without inviting any of your friends. And then of course, if you want to, you invite your friends into your own modded world. I think that's what Todd was saying. So even though when he answered the question, he was more addressing the mods question in terms of whether Fallout 76 will eventually be moddable, but I think he also just confirmed that effectively, you'll be able to play this game offline. It's still on a server, but if you control the invite and you control who plays in that server, you could essentially play on your own. I think. Let me know in the comments below. Am I stretching this or am I making sense? I would love to hear your thoughts. Again, also as well, I would love to hear your thoughts about the rest of the interview that Todd Howard did with Geoff Keighley. But until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.